From ingredient labels to perimenopause support, Rose from Calmerceuticals breaks down what makes a supplement genuinely effective, why most labels don't tell the full story, and how education can completely change the way we care for our bodies.
Hi, I'm Britt.
And I'm Amy, and welcome to the Every Season podcast.
We're here for a fun time, not a long time.
Hopefully we're here for a bit of a long time. Hey Britt,
Hey, Ames.
would you say you need some assistance when it comes to being more aware of your body?
Why? What have you got?
Well, you can download our free 7-step female body awareness kit and see if it helps
Sweet, where?
in the show notes and on our website.
Also, in order for us to be here for a long time,
Please subscribe to our podcast.
Can you let us know what season you're currently in?
What season am I in? I'm in crazy season. I'm in complete lockdown and lock-in mode, and just lock-in season of work, and scaling a company that's moving at the speed of light, and everything that I'm doing, I'm laser focused on it. So the season of lock-in mode, the season of zero balance whatsoever, and I really make no apologies for that, because I don't think you can have balance while you're building a company. And so just crazy mode.
No.
The season of absolute crazy, hardcore building.
I love that. Can I ask how long you've been in that season for? Like, has it been like you said, a constant thing being in business?
I've been in this current season. Well, we've been behind the scenes with R&D for a few years. So we've been building and doing the behind the scenes work with so many different things prior to launching. But we launched at the beginning of this year, which is when we kicked off. And we knew it was going to be big and go fast. But I don't think I or we or anyone could have predicted quite how much and to the scale that it has. So I would say that the crazy season really kicked off this year.
I love that. Tell us, Rose, what led you to create Calmerceuticals?
What led me to create it? Personal, really selfish need. The irony of having Calmerceuticals and a supplement, I don't believe in supplements. So the irony of me creating this isn't lost on me. I think most supplements are expensive urine and they're filled full of synthetics. At general, they don't do anything. And more likely than not, they do damage. They do. It's just full of crap. I have never taken many supplements at all. I think there's no smarter system on the planet than your body. And I just don't think it needs most of the things on the market. I came across a liquid collagen when I was in Europe years ago, and a girlfriend gave me some, and I started taking it, and started getting quite incredible results on my skin. And I came home and got it on subscription, which I would never do for anything at all. And it was really expensive, and it wasn't equipped to be shipped here to Australia, which made it even more expensive again, but kept getting questions on what are you doing to your face? It's glowing. And I kept saying, it's this collagen. But it wasn't, it was not priced well. So nobody wanted to take it. And, it was kind of an aha moment of, I don't take supplements. I don't believe in supplements. Here I am not only taking it, but I'm also paying an exorbitant price for it. And I'm on subscription, which I wouldn't be for anything. Why don't we have this level of supplementation in Australia, where it's premium, it's super clean, and it's effective? And it was kind of that aha moment of, it's everything that I believe in. I'm using it. I would like to take it. And I think that other people would too, where you've got a product that is incredibly effective, clean, proven, and it works, and it's not got any of the crap in it. And that was sort of the aha moment for me of, this is everything that I believe in and I'm an all or nothing girl. So it takes, if I get on board with something, it takes a lot to get me on board with something. But if I'm on board, I really, really believe in it. And that was where she was born.
So had
Rose,
you... Sorry,
Brett. No, I was just going to say, so did you say that you had to get a prescription for it? Is it?
No.
No, okay. Sorry. I thought you said you had a prescription for the liquid collagen, and I was like, oh, wow. I didn't even know that was a thing. But anyway, sorry, Brett.
Subscription.
Okay, subscription. Getcha. So that liquid collagen was from Europe.
So Guys, can you hear me?
A little bit.
Sorry, you just cut
A little
out.
bit,
Sorry.
yeah. That's okay. So the subscription, that was it. All right, cool. Because I thought you said prescription. I was like, what? Anyway.
So it's so funny because Amy and I were talking about.
No, because I mean, Britt's gonna say it now because I have no clue. No clue.
So we were actually talking about collagen, and I know it was a little bit of a trend a few years ago. So I grabbed it, didn't even look into it. I just bought it online, got it sent to me, and I'm like, I'm gonna look fabulous. And I think Amy has tried it before as well. So it wasn't. But do you know what's really bad about that? I didn't even look at what was in the collagen. I just had it. So I don't even know why I was having it, but apparently it made you look fabulous. So
your story is so familiar. The problem is with collagen. What flies in the face of us and really does not serve us well at all is that it's a real buzzword at the moment, and it's kind of a viral product, and it's everywhere. And so we've landed at a time into a market where it's everywhere and it's a buzzword. The problem that we are facing is people are burnt from it because 90% of collagen on the market's underdosed. 90% of collagen on the market's got no clinical backing. And when you look into the products, which not many people do, of what they're taking, they actually do absolutely nothing. So there's a million different reasons. For example, collagen has to be synergized with vitamin C to work. So if you're just taking collagen without vitamin C, it's really not going to do much at all. Most of the collagen on the market is from China. So it's really cheap collagen that's been put on a product to kind of mass market sell, but there's no backing behind it. There's no research behind it. There's no science behind it. And it's not synergizing with other ingredients. Plus the dosage is so incredibly low. It just doesn't do anything. And so we are the antithesis of all of that. We use the gold standard of collagen in the world. Quite literally, it took us years to find it and make a decision. Anyway, it's Verisol, and it's clinically backed. It's got human clinical trials. It's peer-reviewed, patented research time and time again. It's incredible collagen. And then we've synergized it with things like 80 milligrams of vitamin C, which is your entire RDI of vitamin C. So it's really potent and hard hitting. But the problem is for us is educating the consumer. And it's kind of going, you don't have to take us, that's totally fine, but really look into what you're taking because it's your hard-earned money going down the drain. You're better off going and picking an orange from an orange tree. You're going to get more benefit from that than the product that you're taking. And like I said earlier, even worse than that, the side filler ingredients in a lot of these products are really not good. So your story is so familiar. And for us, it's educating our consumers on exactly that and kind of saying, we want to be the brand that you look to, that you trust, that you've tried us. And whenever you see our name, we're synonymous with results, with incredibly clean, proven products that work. And so we've got an uphill battle of hitting a market that's burnt from pretty appalling products on the market.
So interesting.
It's crazy to think that even just the impact that I guess viral products or the trend thing has, because again, collagen in our heads when we were talking about it or when I hear it, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, it's for the skin. Oh yeah, you're gonna look flawless. No matter, like you said, no matter what, we weren't turning around and going, okay, cool, what's actually in it?
Yeah,
you know, it's so dangerous.
It's so dangerous, but we live in a world where this is across the board. So for us, we're very, we toe the line quite heavily of whether you take us or not is irrelevant, but start thinking for yourself as a consumer what you're taking, whether that's a collagen product, no matter what that is. But it's across the board. I mean, if you look online, I mean, I've got a 13-year-old daughter. Her and her friends have got a 50-step skincare routine. It's insane. But if you were to stop for a second and step back and go, okay, does my skin really need 10 to 20 products on it? Does it? Really? Does it? Of course it doesn't. It's not. My skin would scream and yell at me if it did, but it's a marketer's dream. And it's been an industry that's been built up incredibly. It's incredibly clever. The industry has gone to town on it. And most people think you can do 10 or 20 steps. Your skin needs the opposite of that. It also can't absorb it, and it's not, but it's just kind of going, okay, sit in myself, what do I fundamentally, if I was looking at this, not from a view of I'm being marketed and hit with it's the right thing to do, what actually works for me? And look into what I'm feeding myself and giving myself and doing.
When I looked you guys up, like it took about 7 years to come up with your product. Is that right?
Mm.
Yeah, to test it and trial it and stuff like that. So when you're looking at that, when you were testing it, what was you said before one of the ingredients was vitamin C. What come to that point where you're like, this is the one, like this is a product that is going to work compared to all the others on the market?
So much. I knew the product that I wanted to create, but I also knew that there was nothing on the market remotely like it. Hence, I wanted to create it. I didn't want trace level dosing. I didn't want cheap ingredients. I didn't want synthetics. I didn't want anything close to that. I wanted something incredibly effective, proven, best of the best, and clean. So finding our Verisol, there's a million different collagens, and the bulk of them are, like I said, they come from China. They're cheap. They're cheap collagen, and it gets to market, and it's speed of market, and it is what it is. I didn't want to use that, and it was finding and digging and digging and digging the research, working with our scientific team, just nonstop going back and forth, and then doing the research into how not only do you have the best collagen, but how do you synergize that and how do you improve that? So, like I said, with our vitamin C. So our vitamin C, for example, is one of the ingredients. We don't just put a bit of vitamin C in, we put your entire RDI in. We get it from Kakadu plum, which is native to Australia, and it's the world's highest source of vitamin C. But we didn't stop there. We fermented it down, so it's incredible for your gut and your microbiome, and gives you all the other benefits. And then there's 150 milligrams of hyaluronic acid, vitamin D3, and it was making a powerhouse product, not only with the ingredients, but also of the dosing of it, and really bringing a game-changing product, which is what we do with everything that we do. So unless it's a real game changer of a product that hits those three targets, and we third-party test everything that we do, because everything falls back on what I would do. I would never take anything that's not third-party tested. I don't think anyone should take anything that's not third-party tested. But again, it's not so common in Australia. It's a lot more common in the US, in Europe, and Asia to have premium level and third-party tested products. Here it's not. But it was creating what would I want to take and going down that route.
Rose, just for those who don't know exactly what like third-party testing is, can you just give them a little bit of an insight into what it is?
Yeah, so we make our product, and we manufacture our product, and then we can bring it to market, right? So we can say to you guys, I'm looking for a sachet. Here's the sachet. This has got collagen in it. It's got hyaluronic acid, D3, all your B vitamins. Go and take it, enjoy it. Instead of doing that, we send it to a third-party testing facility to test everything that we have said is in this. We already know what's in it. But what that means is an independent person testing everything that we've created, everything that we're saying. So it's kind of, you can take our word for it, or you can go a step further and we third-party test so you can feel incredibly confident in the product that you're taking.
So is that similar to like a focus group, but like in a more controlled, or is it more of
It's scientific,
they know exactly
so it's
what's
in a lab.
In
Yeah. So it's in a lab. They're literally testing.
Yeah, in a lab.
Yeah.
Why would it be uncommon in Australia?
Because you don't need to. Legally, by law, you don't need to. Guys, the supplement industry is the wild, wild west. So I don't know if you've seen, for example, the stuff at the moment, James Smith on creatine gummies. He tested all these different creatine gummies on the market, and it was something like 10% of the gummies he tested had creatine in them. They have no creatine. So you've got companies that are making hundreds of millions out of gummies that are creatine gummies, and they have no creatine in them. It's insane. So to answer your question, a long story short is it's not legally required by law.
No, but it makes you seem you've got more credibility by doing it, and it backs your brand because you have so much confidence in it as well. So like if you do believe in what you're putting into your product, it's like a no-brainer to do it, really, isn't it?
It is. And like I said, I think it's being educated and knowing that. Me, myself, I would never take a product that's not third party tested. And I just wouldn't. It's just, I would not go near it. And so for me, it was a non-negotiable for us on our products to make it. But is that the industry standard, particularly in Australia? No, definitely not. 100% not. And again, it's just because it's not required by law, which is crazy.
Yeah, this is something I'm definitely going to take away from this. Everything I look at now, I'm going to be like, is this third party tested?
Well, I'm just thinking our deodorant, Brit. Like, let's get our deodorant third-party testing. Do you know what I mean? Like, we had a focus group, but I didn't even. Anyway, we'll talk off camera, Rose, about about how to go about it. But yeah, crazy. That is insane. So I guess you provided with us obviously the benefits that your products can provide. Obviously consumers, but what in particular, I guess, not side effects, but I guess benefits females or even males are gonna receive when taking your products specifically, like that glow you were mentioning. I guess obviously with the amount of work you've put in, what sort of benefits can they see in particular?
There's so many. So wrinkle reduction up to 40%. I mean, there's all the standard ones: wrinkle reduction, hydration, hair growth. What is so fascinating about this journey, every body is different. Every human body is different, and the different results that people get. So yesterday, you might have seen on our story, we had a beautiful video from one of our calmers, Carol, and she was showing all of her baby hair regrowth, and we get a lot of hair regrowth. We get the glow, the kind of the collagen glow. It's not just the collagen, it's the hyaluronic acid that you're taking every single day, and 150 milligrams of it. We also get people that talk about they have more energy, which I think is from the B vitamins, and they don't get that 3 p.m. slump. So everyone's different, but it's the skin, hair, nails, joints, bloating we get a fair amount of as well, that it reduces bloating. And we get a lot of people that get all of those, and then we get some people that get more specific ones where they've never taken collagen before, and it's hitting really hard, and in week 3 they're getting crazy results, and they're sending us pictures of their skin. And my favorite thing to do on any given day is read our reviews and our feedback. It just is truly incredible. But yeah, so I'd say it's glow, it's hydration, it's wrinkle reduction, it's the plumpness, it's the hair growth, the joints, the bloating, the list goes on.
I want some.
I can't believe we didn't get you a box. I'll get you a box, guys. I'll get the team to send you a box out today.
Before we go on, can anybody have it? Like, can anyone have this product, from like kids to adults to pregnant women to breastfeeding? Can anybody have it?
So everybody can have it. There's not a lot of point. You start losing collagen from the age of 25 onwards. So by the time you're 50, you've lost up to nearly, I think it's 45% of your collagen. And collagen is your most abundant protein in your body. So we can all see our faces, and it's what's holding our faces up. And as we age, our collagen declines and everything comes down a little bit. And that is all down to your collagen. And so we lose collagen as we age. The interesting thing about collagen is you can rebuild your collagen, and you can rebuild it at any time. So it's kind of like a Lego building blocks. And if you consistently take it, you can rebuild that right up again. So it's one of those rare things that you can rebuild. Anyone can take it, but I wouldn't recommend people under 25. I mean, you certainly can. It's just you're not going to get, you're already swimming in collagen, you lucky ducks. What we get asked a lot of is, can men take it? Which is a very popular question. It's protein, it's not pink. We all need collagen, and men need it just as badly as women need collagen. I'm glad someone finds me funny these days. But we have so many male customers. So it's men should be
My
taking
husband
it.
would jump on that for sure.
Yeah, 100. Well, I'll get your husband a box. So yeah, everyone over 25.
That's crazy.
Why has sustainability been so important to your brand?
Because efficacy really shouldn't come at the planet's expense, really. And it's not something that we need to compromise on at all. And I think that people want products that they can trust ethically as well as scientifically. And it's not something that we've needed to. With everything that we do, we're very over the top in having an incredibly high level of quality and standards, and sustainability is one of them. It just goes in on that, and we don't compromise on anything that we do, whether that's the sustainability, the efficacy, or the whatever direction that's in, and we don't need to. So everything that we do is very conscious. And they're conscious decisions, and it's not
So good.
nothing that we do is kind of just a byproduct of something. And so we're very, very conscious of each decision that we make.
Have you found throughout your research as well, Rose, that that's, I guess, something that's well and truly lacking within the industry at the moment?
Yeah, I think everything within the industry can raise the bar
Yeah.
100%. And I think we're in an industry swimming in standards that are pretty low. So yeah, 100%.
That is crazy.
You could be
What
in a
is-
comedy for like people asking you like business questions because you just come out with it like really raw.
It's your Welsh
really-
humour, Rose.
Yeah.
I'm very direct. I'm very, very direct.
I love
I'm very, I'm just like, we're very, again, it's how we've, it's not intentional how we've landed, and there's a lot of commentary on we're very authentic and just very real, and people seem to really like that. And to me it's like, are we? Like, it's just kind of me.
Yeah.
I'm just very direct and straightforward, and I didn't really clock it until I started having to do videos and content and getting the feedback.
And then watching yourself on video, and then you go, yeah, I didn't realise.
It's
I
the
love that.
worst. It's the worst. I hate content days. I'm like, oh God, and my voice.
Yeah, we've called content the C word in our brand. Ah.
I'm hearing
Anyway,
you. I'm
moving on.
hearing you.
Oh gosh. So we want to talk a little bit about one in particular product, Pericalm.
Yes.
So give us, I guess, a little bit of an insight into what it actually is, and then kind of what inspired the launch of that particular product.
So Pericalm is our latest and greatest product that we've just released, and here she is. There she blows.
Nice and pink.
So we.
Yeah.
Nice and pink, yeah. So she is a perimenopausal product. So 8,000 milligrams of Verisol hydrolyzed marine collagen in it still, but it's a perimenopause focused product. We are very, very much driven by our calmers, our customers, and the feedback. So we're very fluid, and we pivot on lots of different things depending on their feedback. So for example, with our hero sachet, we were getting feedback when we first launched that people wanted vitamin D3, not D2, which is what we initially had in it. And then we quickly traversed over and put D3 into it. So we're very built on what people want. Moving on to Peri, we were getting a lot of emails and messages from women, and she was basically born out of frustration of women that felt ignored and confused by the perimenopause experience and a lack of products that were effective, a little bit like the Hero Collagen product, where they would take things and they just weren't doing anything and they were frustrated, and it was going, okay, well, we hear the feedback and we know we can do better. We know we can create something that will actually be effective and that will actually serve the purpose of assisting and helping you. And it was taking on the feedback of the number one that we were getting was perimenopause, perimenopause, perimenopause. And it was saying, how do we meet this feedback? How do we meet our customers? How do we meet the consumer that's asking us to be met here? And again, it was like our hero ingredient, which was just going to absolute town on researching and products and what we could create to kind of meet that demand and meet what people were asking for.
And being the name like Peri, is that like pre-menopause or once you're in menopause? Like I've just picked that up like My head just went, is this
Peri,
premenopause or are you in menopause? And this is where it's
so perimenopause is pre-menopause. So before menopause, you're in perimenopause. And you're in perimenopause. I mean, everyone is very different. What age that starts is very different, and how long that goes is very different. But it's quite a few years. And then you've got menopause. And fun fact of the day that most people don't know, perimenopause goes for years, and menopause goes for one day.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Really?
Yeah.
so what's the science? What's the science behind that? Like, how did you figure all that out?
I mean, it's biology.
Yeah.
I'd like to be responsible for it, but it's not. It's biology.
Call it the Rose formula.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. I'm not responsible for that one. I wish I was.
Menopause, and then all of a sudden, bang, you're into menopause.
No, so premenopause is perimenopause. So you go through perimenopause for years, which is, you've got all your different side effects and symptoms of that. And then what most people don't realize, menopause one day. So everything prior to that is perimenopause.
That is insane. I just love that concept, Rose. For one, I think listening to your calmers is so important, like that feedback. I think that's fantastic because, they're the ones who drive your brand. They're the ones who drive your business. So I think that's awesome to create a product. And then second, obviously, creating a product. Me and Brett and I have talked about it, especially over the last kind of couple of months, about, I guess, the awareness the increase of awareness that needs to be spread regarding perimenopause. And, I've seen my mum go through it, alone and silent, and it's has somewhat of a negative stigma. Do you know what I mean? And I think, I guess creating a product like this, and targeting it to women to assist them in listening, that's just epic.
But isn't it crazy? So everyone living and that is going to continue living is going to go through, every female is going to go through perimenopause. So why is it? So like puberty, I mean, everyone's spoken about puberty. Everybody knows puberty. Everybody, So that's a rite of passage in life that everyone goes through. Perimenopause is no different. But why has it not been spoken about for years? Why is it something that is so behind closed doors, and isn't, commonly openly spoken about? Every woman is going to go through it. And it's crazy that up until this point, there is a shift in the market happening massively, where it's becoming a more open, more talked about. But why has it gotten to this point? You talk about periods, you talk about puberty, you talk about other things, but every single woman goes through perimenopause, and it can be a really challenging time. And it's why have women been going through that silently?
Maybe because men go through puberty as well. Women go through puberty and it gets talked about more, and then women obviously just go through menopause and it's not really kind of spoken about because not both sex go through it. I don't know.
But isn't that crazy? It's a huge chapter in a woman's life, and it's not at the
100%.
forefront of that season that you're in, and it's just. Again, I think it's a real shift that is needed in it, and open conversations about it, and a real broader kind of market expansion of it is very normal. It is hard work, and it is a million different things, and your hormones will be all over the place. Why aren't we all talking about it as an open topic? And I think the more that we can push that and open it up and bring visibility to it, the better.
100%.
I love that. What advice do you have for women who are navigating the supplement space? So as we mentioned at the start, they've come across, the buzzword collagen or certain other supplements, say across social media or through communities or conversations. What advice would you give them?
I tell everyone, look into what you're taking. It really starts and ends there. If you don't understand the names on the label, you probably shouldn't be taking it. And if you don't, we live in a world now, if you don't understand what you're taking, and if you're reading a label, take a picture, put it into ChatGPT. It'll tell you within 5 seconds of what you're taking. So understand the ingredients, and if you don't understand them, look into them, and it'll take 2 seconds. Understand the dosing of the ingredients. So If you've got, whatever you understand the ingredients that are going into it, understand the dosing of it. So if you've got 5% of something, a lot of supplements in particular, they will say they've got a product in it because it sounds good for marketing. It sounds good on the front of the box. So they might say vitamin B or D or C. And if you look into the actual quantity of those vitamins in the product, it's about 1%, and it does literally nothing. So I would say look into the ingredients, look into the how much of the ingredients are going into it. And I myself would say look into products that are third party tested. And if I was being fully transparent, I'd say 90 to 95% of the products on the market, simply don't take them. They're doing you no good. And they're a waste of money. And so I think it's just educating yourself. And if you don't understand what you're reading, lean into the modern age that can cover that for you, and take a photo, put it into GPT, and really understand what you're putting in your body. I mean, like the father of medicine said, let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food, right? And so it starts and ends with what you're ingesting and what you're putting in. And you really, really should understand what you are putting into your body. And if you don't understand it, look into it. And then you can make a decision on whether you're wanting to take it.
I love that, because I actually recently just did that on ChatGPT regarding a deodorant. That classifies themselves as clean, and it was very interesting that it came back. So, like you said, I mean, we've got it right at our fingertips, so just being more aware and just questioning, do you know what I mean? That's all it is, just questioning what's in it, and then you making your decision, like whether or not you want to put it in it or not, like you said, is completely up to the individual, but just creating more awareness. I love that.
It is, and it's also not reading labels or ads or things and taking them on their word. So you were just talking about a deodorant that was clean, and you've looked into it and it's probably not clean. Just because something says clean doesn't mean it's clean. Just because something says it's got vitamin D in it, it doesn't mean it's got an effective dose that's going to do anything. It's like free range eggs in Australia. For eggs to be classified as free range and sold as free range, they have to be let outside for 1 hour a day. 1 hour. The rest of the time they are caged, so it's not free range, but they charge 10 times the price. And it's going, just because something says something, it's shifting the narrative that you don't need to believe what it says. Question everything. And then if it's right for you, go for it. But just question what you're doing, what you're reading, because you're not generally being sold marketing with the truth on it, and it's just sitting in yourself and figuring out what's right or wrong, or works or doesn't work for you.
I love that. That is great. I guess for people who want to find out more about your product, Rose, where can they see your content, learn more about your brand, and become a Calmer themselves?
Become a Calmer, guys. So we're online, Calmerceuticals.com. Had to think about that. Instagram, Facebook, all the usual places. But so hit our website, hit our socials, hit anywhere, Calmerceuticals or Calmerceuticals.com, or we're across the board on pretty much everything.
Awesome, Rose. Thank you so much. This has been an awesome chat. We will put all that information on the show notes as well, so everyone can access it. But thank you so much for your time, and we're both very excited to try.
Thank you, Rose.
Very excited to try.
Thank you so much, Brittany and Amy.
Howdy, it's us again. Hope you enjoyed the episode.
Don't forget to download the awareness kit and subscribe to the podcast. Have a fabulous day.